Hey, so I had this crazy dream last night. I just wanted to tell everyone about this dream I had. None of this happened in real life. It all just happened in a dream. But I was just sitting at my local pub, minding my own business, and these casting people came up to me and said, "Oh, do you want to be on this TV show about relationships?" And I said, "No, not really. It sounds like a terrible idea." But then they kind of convinced me that it was going to be a great opportunity, and they said, "You're going to be great for this show. It's going to be so awesome and exciting, and we match you with a stranger that you've never met before, and it's going to be the best thing ever." So in my dream, I got a little bit curious about who they would match me with, and thought, yeah, this is really interesting. I'm going to give this a shot, see what it's like. And then the next thing you know, I was cast as the villain, and I was cast as a sexist, misogynist, violent asshole, which was terrible because, first of all, I would never be violent towards a woman in any way. That's ridiculous. Anyone that knows me knows that's so far from who I am as a person. I have no record of that, and I've never done anything like that in my entire life. But here I am sitting on screen with this mask over my face and the words "obey" written behind my head in big red letters. And they made a catchphrase for me that was, "This guy wants a wife to love, honor, and obey him." I would never say the word obey. If you go back and watch that promo that happened in my dream, so it doesn't really exist, but if it did, you would see that I never said the word obey. I would never say the word obey. I believe that women can have their own careers, do whatever they want. It's nothing to do with what I was talking about in this interview. But sure enough, they paint me as this guy who wants a woman to obey him. Yeah, again, I never said the word obey. Which is absolutely ridiculous. But then, anyway, whatever, that happened, and you kind of deal with that and move on. And in my dream, the TV station blocked me from ever talking about it publicly, and that's sort of just something I had to deal with. Then, anyway, next thing you know, I get to meet the person that they've matched me with on this TV show, and her name was Stacey, and she's a lovely girl, great person, a lot of stuff going on for her. But one of the things they do on this show is ask you what criteria you're looking for in a partner. And I told them all the things I'm looking for in a partner. I told them a lot of stuff. I told them, for one, I don't want a partner that doesn't live in my hometown and doesn't live, a million miles away. Music tastes, all kinds of different things. And on this show, they pitched me with someone that was completely not compatible with me. And we just didn't get along. We just weren't right for each other, and I didn't really understand why. And I thought I'll put some faith in the process, and I'll go along with it and just try and work out why they've done this. But it wasn't until later, when I watched the show on TV, when it came out that they never showed any of the interview where I told them the criteria of what I was looking for, because they knew they matched me with someone that was completely not right for me. And the only reason they matched us is because I said a few things like, I like to be the alpha male in a relationship, and I like to take the lead in a relationship, which again was never meant to be anything about sexism or misogynism. It's just about being a responsible adult male, and I would never say the word obey. But she said something along the lines of, "Oh, I like a man who takes charge." So this fictional TV station that doesn't exist, that happened in my dream, realized that that's a massive controversy that they can build on. All the hard left feminist media will come out and make a huge big deal about this and make all these stories and go viral, which it did. It became this massive story, and we created all this controversy, we created all this drama, all these headlines, and all of a sudden the TV show went off. It went the biggest TV show in Australian history. It was huge. Everyone's talking about this asshole Dean who wants a wife to fucking obey him and all this. And yeah, it was just insane for a while there, a few weeks there, where I was literally the most hated man in the country. I still get yelled at in my dream, even though this doesn't really happen. But if it did, a couple of nights ago, I was walking down the street and someone yelled out, "Misogynist," something like that. So anyway, look, it's all a bit of fun. There's a lot more that happened on this TV show that no one knows about. Like, for example, there's a scene where you sit down at the couch and you talk to these so-called experts, they were in my dream. And these experts are supposed to give you information and guide you through stuff and whatnot. But when you actually sit down and talk to them, you ask them a question, they don't answer you straight away. They stop, pause, go to their little headset, wait for the producers to tell them what to say, and then they talk to you. They're not actually really talking to you. They it's all coming from a headset. Like they just sit there and get told what to say by the producers. You know, that and so much other stuff that no one got to saw on this imaginary TV show happened, and they just take these tiny little snippets. Like they literally probably took 10% of what happened between all these other people on this imaginary TV show and craft some bullshit story out of it that everyone seems to eat up and believe. But I guess what I'd like to say to everyone is I believe in these kind of TV shows. They're great, watch them, enjoy, have a great time. I'm going to be watching, if the show like that ever comes on TV, I'm going to watch it for sure. I love this shit. It's going to be amazing. But what I'm not going to do is take it too seriously. What I'm not going to do is judge someone who is on this show based on what you see in an edit or what you see in a promo. You know, like on TV at the moment, there's this show called Married at First Sight, and there's this poor guy, Sam, who's said something like, oh, you know, I'm too good looking for dating. Well, I'm sure that guy just said that one little throwaway line, and you know, now he's going to get stuck with that line for the whole season or whatever. It's like, just don't take it too seriously. Enjoy the ride, enjoy the show, have fun with it. But you know, me personally, it completely disrupted my life in my dream that I'm talking about, and made me have to basically rebuild my whole career from scratch, because all the things that were being said about me in the media and stuff were just not good for business. I had to shut down my whole business. I had to just start from scratch basically and rebuild your whole life is what you have to do. But whatever, that's cool. I signed up for it in my dream. That didn't actually happen, so I take full responsibility for that. I just want the next batch of people that ever go on this kind of TV show to realize that it's all a bit of fun, and I want the audience to realize they cast people for a reason on these shows. They cast people to make drama. They're not trying to make love. You know, if love happens, that's a possibility that may happen. You know, a stopped clock's right twice a day as well. But they're making entertainment. They're giving you free entertainment for months at a time. So we should be really thankful for that. But don't judge the people that are on the show. There's networks pulling strings. There's higher up people making millions and millions of dollars off these poor sods on these TV shows that are silly and naive enough to think that they're signing up for love. Like I said, enjoy the ride, enjoy the show, but realize, you know, there's a lot more to it than you see on camera. And these people are just normal, nice people looking for an adventure, looking for a good time, having fun, trying to find love. Don't judge them too harshly. Give them some love, give them some support, and good luck to everyone. Thanks, guys.